You know I hate sleeping alone, but you said that you would soon be home. But baby, that was a long time ago. I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it. On top of you not calling me back. You see, I bet you think it's all on track, and you acting like it's all of that. I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it.
At two places, we're different places. We in trouble, but you won't meet me at the bridge. It hurts, it feels deserted. Did you forget where your heart lives? Wahaha, 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 wahaha.
Wahaha, 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 woha, 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 wahaha, wahaha, wahaha.
You know I hate.
Everybody, welcome back to the Blackest Show About Nothing. It's Jade and XD. Yeah, we're here. Let's start with some news first, because we got a lot of shit to talk about today. So
we are not doing international news this particular day because we need to focus on some
our own kitchen table.
Yeah, just for a minute. You know what I mean? So we first have to speak on Trey Reed, a 21-year-old out of Delta State University who was killed. He was hung from a tree, and authorities are saying that they have found no evidence of foul play. We all know what we all know what's what, and they're getting so emboldened. They're like to the point where I was telling Kia last night while we were recording, I don't watch Love is Blind, but apparently like they're just letting the maggot rhetoric fly as far as discrediting and discounting the experience of those in the LGBTQIA plus community and what would happen with their kids if they were queer and all kinds of things. And it's just like being so normalized. Not that they haven't been talking this way all this time, but you all see the way that this is like, there are things that still would be said in the house that they are now saying like, oh, we feel comfortable saying this out loud because your unhinged fucking loogie of a president does and says whatever he wants to do, including making ridiculous villain-like AI videos on social media. But we have to pray for the family of Trey Reed. I don't even know what actions to tell you all to take as it pertains to this. But just make sure you continue speaking this young man's name because we all know what this actually for real is. Also, oh Jesus Christ. Chicago and the ICE raids. They are really not playing with this ICE shit. This is some new Gestapo shit to the point where they are trying to surveil our social media, which we knew was coming. They are using intimidation tactics, such as deploying hundreds of military humans to come and terrorize civilians in the middle of their fucking sleep. They cleared out a whole Chicago apartment building, had people laying on the ground naked, zip tied, while they did their evil. And we see from this footage that these ICE niggas they're not fucking professionally trained individuals. Now listen here. Y'all know we feel ways about the police and how they've been policing, and a lot of the corruption that goes on within that. These people are even less qualified, which is crazy. They
Like
holding guns like
fake
O-Dog.
militia.
Like they're
Like
holding guns like O-Dog
minute
sideways
militia.
at people, busting people's windows out of their car with newborn babies in it. They have no souls. And when I see that at least half of them are not even motherfucking white, half of y'all are immigrants your goddamn selves. I'm so disgusted. I'm so
Yeah.
disgusted. This is horrific is what this is. Like there's no two ways around it. This is horrifying.
Yeah. I gotta be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Oftentimes, when we get these things, I remember during the protest, during Mike Brown and all that stuff, where there was a lot of seminars and things about what to do and keeping your ID on you and stuff like that.
That don't
And
matter.
I see that, and that's what I'm saying. I see that going around again, and I'm like, that's really inappropriate to say or do things right now. You know what I mean? Because that doesn't matter anymore. We're in a
No.
completely outlaw ass time.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's disrespectful for you to tell me like, well, maybe you should keep your ID on you at all
Maybe
times.
you should
It doesn't
suck a
matter.
dick. Like, what do you even
You know,
mean? We see that no
like I
matter
don't.
how much people are quote unquote following that ain't no different than telling people if you comply with the police when they pull you over, there's gonna be a different outcome than what we've seen.
Yeah, yeah. The last 8 months have been proof positive that we live in a different time where law and truth and science are suggestions
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and not fact or anything cemented or anything like that. So you know I don't have any words for encouragement, but just stay black
No.
and keep your eyes open.
Yeah, you saw what happened with the judge who tried to block one of his requests in South Carolina. They lit her house on fire.
Mhm.
Clarence Thomas is determined to continue to be an evil fucking raisinette with his plan to take away marriage equality and birth control.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think, you know, people look to be accepted so hard that they will throw all moral and caution into the wind just to have a piece of I'm one of you. We see it all the time how we throw our own folks away just for a piece of that I'm one of you thing.
Everybody in this whole scenario has shown that they don't give a fuck about their own well-being, because you got these farmers in the middle of bumblefuck wherever the fuck, mad because nobody's purchasing their goods and their
When I
soybeans and so
tell
forth
you,
and so on. Y'all voted for this shit. And you niggas
yeah,
who want, ooh, and you like, ooh,
there's
everybody.
so many people who voted against their own self-interest in the means of racism, in the means of or the spirit of racism because they couldn't fathom seeing a black woman. They couldn't imagine seeing a woman, represent their country. They couldn't imagine seeing someone that they have not seen on television that represents the American dream,
Mm,
that looks like the American dream.
mm,
You know what I mean?
mm,
People can't. I think that's what that other 34% can't fathom, right?
mm-hmm.
This idea of like, this is not what I saw in Friends. This is not what I saw on television on Happy Days. You know what I mean?
Right. This is
I'm telling you, I think the root of there's so many things that we have watched where even remember that doc you made me watch about the Hasidic Jews
oh, which one?
years
Oh,
ago.
One of
The
Us.
one, yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, and how did oh boy learn about America even while living in Brooklyn? That's crazy. He learned about the world by watching what? Friends. and I say this as a Friends. I've seen every episode of Friends thousands of times, and I could see how it was marketed to that way to get people in the door.
Okay. Yeah.
I can see how people get Happy Days.
Happy Days.
You know, it's fun and folly, but the 50s. You know what I mean?
Perfect Strangers.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I see this is why we need to do that project for real. Because
Mm-hmm.
I see where they there's an episode of The Simpsons. I think I talked to you about this where they talked about subliminal messages, and they showed the join the Navy, but they had Bart and his friends do like some NSYNC type of like shit, and so they had like a bevy of like background dancers, and they were like Indian girls, and they were like Ivanet Niyash, and it was join the Navy backwards.
Oh my
So
gosh.
Niage, they keep saying that. Wait, what was that? Uncle Sam? Let me play this backwards.
Join the Navy.
shit like that, tinfoil hat.
Mm-hmm.
But anywho,
Yeah. That's
the point is, it's the fact this is all awful. I don't know what to do. Grab a bottle, hunker down, and pray for daylight. That's all the advice I got.
I don't know. We're just trying to make sure that we continue to spread awareness. Don't say crazy shit through your social media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Divest if you can.
And yell it.
If we didn't have to keep promoting these fucking episodes to you all, we would divest from the social media.
Yeah.
So find your peace. Read some books because brain rot is real. And yeah, I don't know. Everybody hold on and get a grip. Lean into your community because this shit is motherfucking frightening.
Yeah.
Stay aware. I like how Chicago banded together and ran them up out of some neighborhoods, but I also, we all know that they're going to ramp up intimidation tactics as people try to defend themselves in the midst of all of this. So we got to lean into each other, guys.
Yeah. I also want to make a note about I have an issue when we as Americans talk about enemies or like foreign countries.
Yeah.
Because there's this conversation about like the Saudis and how all these comedians went to Saudi Arabia and performed and there's a lot of talk with like even sports moving to Saudi Arabia and things like that and the conversation like, well, there are foreign enemies, they do this and that. I'm like, what? It's hard for me to talk about what other country has done when
the wood plank is in our eye.
Yeah, so it's very difficult for us as Americans, us Black Americans too. I want us to divest from that rhetoric of like these other countries are enemies. Well, how did we get to that point?
Terrorists.
How did we? You know what I mean? Well, they do this to people. They do this. So does America, just in a different manner.
Now, listen.
It may be a little bit worse.
I think there are ways to keep that awareness going. Remember, I spoke last week, and I'll say it again. The UAE is who is complicit in funding the genocide happening in Sudan between the Sudanese armed forces and the RSF. And the RSF is a genocidal militia. Like, they are no good at all, and they are directly being funded by the UAE. So when niggas want to go to Dubai to ride camels and take pictures inside of whatever the fuck and ride buggies and shit through the sand dunes, that kind of stuff, yes. But as far as like when we use terminology such as terrorists and enemies and so forth and so on, you ain't doing nothing but feeding into this particular machine.
Yeah. Talk about the real actual factuals. Like you said, like if UAE is supporting directly, financially, and militially, providing weapons and stuff, then that's something you should discuss. But I don't want us to get in this record of like, well, there are foreign enemies. There are. We've
got our own domestic enemies.
Yeah, we've created as America created this problem. So Be careful with how you talk about that
Biggest
stuff.
bullies on the planet, which falls
yeah.
right in line with our episode.
Yeah. Let's pay some bills. We'll take some break because we got a little heat on us.
Uh-oh.
But before that, thank you all for supporting and listening to us each and every week for the last almost 20 years we've been on the internet.
Round up.
Well, we mean. It's amazing how much you all support and love what we do, and I'm ever so grateful. Especially in these times. I know you can tune anywhere else or spend your coin anywhere else, but you guys decide to do it with us. And, for that, I tip my hat to you. Oh, God, I just remembered Manal had a fucking beret on in her interview.
Oh, did she? Was it red? Was it raspberry?
Yes, it was, and it pissed me off. Oh, God, you know how I feel about berets. So, yes. Subscribe to us on Patreon. $12.99. It's a good time. We're starting a new series called Prison Bride, so that'll be fun.
Red fucking beret.
Like fucking Madeline.
No, hers was yellow. We love our bread. We love our butter. Is that?
That's what we should watch for ABC show. We should watch
Madeline.
Miss Clavel gather the
girls. Oh yeah, we got to take it to a time of light.
Yes. That's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Oh Madeline. But yeah, that's what we do on Patreon. So go sign up over there. Subscribe to us on YouTube. It's freer than you and me. You get clips and shit and some more stuff coming to you very soon. Shorts, a whole bunch of stuff. Join the greatest Discord ever. Free. It's in the description wherever you're listening. In the link tree. Please click on the link tree. That's how you find things where there might be merch, there might be social, there might be cool stuff in there that you might be missing out. So click on the link tree and see what you've been missing. Do we have anything to celebrate or to say before we go to break?
We just wrapped Life After Lockup, so if you had any interest in that, with the most anticlimactic season finale yet, probably.
Oh.
What?
Yes. Oh, we have a guest next week.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot. We have Christian coming on from Fallopian Files, registered nurse, and we're going to answer some health questions. So submit your health questions. We can't answer them all. Email us at jadenxd@gmail.com. You can hit us up on the socials, DM us if it's too personal. Can't promise we'll get you everything, but we'll answer as best as we can. All sorts of health questions, especially if you have IVF questions. If you are queer and looking to do the IVF journey, Christian, she has a wealth of knowledge about that. But also just general stuff, because niggas are afraid to go to the doctor, and we want to make sure that at least you can get some knowledge here.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Let's take a break, and we'll be back with more. Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Therians are people who believe and feel they have the soul of an animal. Here in Houston, Aramon Van Rehendorf is a leader in the Therian community. He identifies as both vampire and Therian, but today he's here to shed light on Therians. He tells us his identity is a wolf and a raven.
And we're back. So, like I said, we got a little heat on us. A little heat. I don't want to say it was a lot. We might get more heat on us this episode.
The kids are not. I'm gonna try to divert. The kids are. They're upset with us.
Yeah. Before we start here, I want to pay tribute to the late Jane Goodall, Dr. Jane Goodall.
Oh yes.
This conversation.
Yes.
This is all for you, Queen.
Yeah. Your work was important work.
It was important work. I did you have so Netflix released
Mm-hmm.
a new show?
Mm-hmm.
And I actually watched it because I've had issues with death recently, and I'm trying to figure out and try to make myself okay with it or whatever. Because when you get to be a certain age, mortality and shit is all around you. So you
Ooh,
be trying
baby,
to,
dangled in your face like tassels.
yes, like a fucking carrot.
Mm-hmm.
So if you didn't know, Netflix has a show called Famous Last Words where they interview people who are essentially about to die,
Mm-hmm.
notable people, and
Mm-hmm.
the interviews are not to be released until after their death.
Mm-hmm.
The first episode was Dr. Jane Goodall,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a wonderful, wonderful, like hour and change episode about her life and what she got out of it, how she thinks about the world. Because let's face it, what y'all gonna do to me afterwards? I'm dead.
Yeah.
So she talks about if she could send Elon and Trump and put them on a planet and all their supporters.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, I would if I could.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have people that you don't like?
Absolutely, there are people I don't like. And I would like to put them on one of Musk's spaceships and send them all off to the planet he's sure he's going to discover.
Would he be one of them?
Oh, absolutely. He'd be the host.
And her last message to the world was about 3.5 minutes. And she said, we got to fight like hell.
Yeah.
She was like, if this is the end of humanity as we know it, then we need to fight to the end.
Which is, it's not lost on me that just came out, as well as, as we mentioned last week, the physical passing of Asada Shakur, who essentially carried a very similar message.
We gotta fight.
It's not lost on us that is what we're supposed to be hearing right now, as we just came from doom and gloom and saying we don't know what to do. We gotta fight through it. We can't let it defeat us in the sense where we let it lay us down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
with that being said, no disrespect to Dr. Jane Goodall, because I feel as though you all are, what we're discussing is direct disrespect to Dr. Jane Goodall. And y'all should be, and Steve Irwin and anybody else, Dr. Steve Attenborough. Disrespectful. So last week, I posted a clip on our socials.
Mm-hmm.
And it was where Jade and I were talking about how Noah has a Therian at her escuela.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, multiple. Yeah. So I posted a clip, and so it went on YouTube Shorts. Subscribe to us on YouTube, and we got a couple comments. So I'm gonna read some to you.
Okay.
So 3 days ago, Louisiana Chick 09 said to us, there's better stuff to do than bullying Therians. I'm one. Don't waste, WAIST, your time. You raised a child wrong.
She called me a terrible mother.
Yeah, she did. And so then we got a couple
Or they
other...
did. They, for respectful intents and purposes.
You don't get to be non-binary and a donkey. Pick one.
No, you can't say that. That's not... Abe, take it out.
Nope.
No, take it out, Abe. Take it out. You can't say that. Because then you're going to get another attack on us actors. No.
Well, I'll keep it for the YouTube version. I'll keep it for Patreon. Fine. Because we got
non-binary listeners.
No, and that's fine. But you don't get to be a Therian and non-binary at the same time. Pick what. Non-binary is for human.
It's for human. No, you're right. Okay, here. Go ahead. Keep reading. Go ahead. Keep going.
Argue to keep going. To keep it in, because this is in the conversation of humans. They trying to usurp humanity. No, that's weird.
Keep.
Okay, so back. Okay. Brook, where small fish swim. -X2E said 3 days ago.
These usernames tell me all I need to know, chat.
I'm an 11th grade Therian. I'm a 11th grade Therian. Suck it up.
I appreciate your direct approach.
_ Therian Thea 2 days ago said, I'm a year 7 Therian, bro. I wear tails to school. Don't bully us. Just ignore it.
I agree with you.
Now, the agents of chaos
God bless you all.
stepped in on our behalf. The first comment in defense was from Louisiana chick. Oh, you're definitely new here. Because, yes. And moving on, my favorite reply, stay out of grown folks' business.
Okay, so here's where I enter this chat because Jay and XD been on. We've been rolling for 11 years. 11 years. 12 in April.
Mm-hmm.
Not y'all agents. Who I don't raccoons 869 or opossum 1013 whatever who's tuning in. I want you to save your peace and stop searching for shit on the internet that just to trigger you. That's what I want you to do first and foremost. Second of all, we speak facetiously over here. There is no world where I encourage my child to actually bully somebody. I'm not actually doing that. I told her, matter of fact, keep your thoughts to yourself and don't leave them alone. Because
we said specifically on the show, leave them alone and befriend them because we understood.
Hello, that they different. Now, y'all different. If you whatever, I'm where you tell where I have it, but where I will speak up is where I start seeing and listen. Also, separately, we understand that the very far right has used this as propaganda for their hate, right? So their overall hate, which is where I have an issue when some of these parents are contacting administrators in schools and making special requests for this lifestyle.
Oh.
But also, yeah,
I'm never gonna be on board with it.
I'm not either. But my reason why is because not that I give a fuck that you put ears on or a bushy tail or you decide that you want to go break your fucking femur because you decided to try to run on all fours and you was not compiled that way or whatever the case is. I don't care if y'all go into the woods and howl at each other and lick each other's irises. I don't give a shit because it doesn't have anything to do with me. Where I do have an issue is that when you start making demands and you start making requests and parents start making requests and accommodations for this shit in schools, you then bastardize the true movements that people are continuing to fight for. Trans people of trans experience are fighting tooth and fucking nail and are getting hit at every turn because this government and the people who support it are hateful to them as human beings. So you coming in and making a fight because your child cannot drink milk on all fours in the middle of the cafeteria is not the same as somebody discussing their safety over bathroom usage or whatever the case is. And no, I'm not talking about their hateful bathroom usage where they're like, you have to use this No, I'm talking about where people are saying, oh, if they go in here, they're rapists and they're sexual assailants and all kinds of shit like that. You all are bastardizing those movements when you start making requests like that. So, and furthermore, stay the fuck out of grown people's business. We've been running with the agents for the last almost 12 years. They get us, we get them. This is our community. We don't come out to the woods to LARP with y'all or to pop you in the butt with BB guns because we don't agree with what you're doing. So you stay in your lane and we will stay over here. And I don't know if that sounds maggot.
I'll say you said that way better than I would have because let me tell you for real. I think that's what I was trying to tell you yesterday. Like, I think that people are so people have grown to be so narcissistic that they have allowed themselves to not experience people anymore because they would like to. It's more comfortable to be in like their own vacuum, right? We've talked about this with AI and people who are finding companionship through AI and stuff like that. I think that people cling to this Therianism or this. It's another subculture, right? Where people are looking for belonging. You know, sure. Here's my. I don't agree with you, or not necessarily you, but I don't necessarily agree with the notion that this doesn't impact anybody because it does. And I say this because I'm not saying we need to go kill them all, blah, blah. That's weird. That's some weird, like, villainous shit. Do what you want. However, it's very hard sell for me if you in school is a place to learn skill and functionality. You're not going to be drinking milk out of a fucking bowl when you become 23 and have to be, work for Teach for America. You know what I mean? I have
Teach for America.
I have very strong how do I frame this? We're always in conversation about what is good and just for children. I don't see how. I do see allowing children to express themselves freely and openly as healthy, as a healthy, response to shit, right? I think that's important for children and people to do. I do want, there's also a level of, as much as we hate to reject normality, there are societal norms that we have all identified with and have all accepted, right? We all have accepted that we are humans. We've all accepted that we are at the top of the food chain. We've all tend to have accepted that, we
until the animals take back the land.
Well, see, and that's different. And see, again, you're not an animal. And then
a true animal.
Then this goes back to like, if you are a Therian, you identify an animal. That means, again, to your point, you're about to take over a movement that for 70 fucking years that people have fought for, for equality or marriage, or not to get fucking spat on or killed in the street for just loving who they want to.
Yeah, and existing, and also just existing.
Just existing. Like, it's very hard sell for me. Like, this is one of those, like, Therianism is how I feel about houselessness.
Wait, hold on now.
But
let me hear you out.
I was a social worker for 10 years. I worked with niggas who were homeless. I have a strong issue when you have terms out there that make white people feel more comfortable about the issues that they have caused.
Oh, you talking about them? Okay, I thought it was.
So, because I'm like, if you talk to somebody who's homeless, they're not, "I'll call me houseless." No, that's fucking stupid. I don't have a home. Like, I'm worried about getting something to fucking eat. I'm not worried about, like, what to call me. That's fucking dumb. And this.
Okay, I see. Okay, I didn't know where you were going with this. I was like, wait, niggas are without homes for a reason. But yes,
exactly. And I'm tired of some weird white person with purple hair coming up with some
virtue
term
signaling
saying that we should accept and whatever. No, that's fucking weird. No, stop that. And this is why I have an issue with Therians, because why do you have an issue with being a human?
I don't care. Steve Irwin died because the stingray accidentally stung him. If you wiggle your butt and it accidentally swipes against my leg, I will not die. And you may identify as a stingray.
Friend. And I'm going to tell you that too, because and here's the other thing, because when you brought up school and making special accommodations, I'm not having fucking River's parents talking about, can you keep pig's blood in the refrigerator?
This is what I'm saying.
Because that's the way he needs to eat. No, that's fucking weird. They need to eat an apple like every fucking goddamn child in the school. That's stupid. This is because my thing is, people don't know when to cut shit out.
No, they don't.
Because if it's Therianism, then people are going to identify as a goddamn rocking chair.
Child, if you identify as a goat and you eat a can, you are not going to be able to pass that shit like a goat.
And them goats better pay motherfucking taxes just like me, then if you want to stand and be like a goat, nay, or whatever the fuck. Because you see what I mean? I see where this is going. This is going to lead into, well, I'm a fucking aphid. And then again,
not an aphid.
Why are y'all are never mosquitoes.
Nobody's a tadpole.
I've never heard a bitch say I identify as a fucking aardvark.
How come nobody's an earthworm?
It's always, I'm a pony, or I'm a wolf, or whatever fucking Bella Thorne movie is. Like, no, that's stupid. Stop watching Twilight, read a damn zoology book, and be a real animal if that you want to be. Why can't you be a meerkat? I've never seen a bitch say, I'm a meerkat.
Yeah. Yeah, or an armadillo.
I identify as a sparrow.
Oh, that's a nice one. I would like to be a hummingbird. They're very quick.
Yeah. I actually saw a hummingbird land the other day. That's very rare.
Oh, wow. Yes, that is rare. That's beautiful.
See, that was them telling me to tell humans to stop doing the shit.
Yeah,
to stop,
cut this shit out. Your arms will never flap as fast as I can. Like, quit.
It's cultural appropriation.
It is what it is.
It's
disrespectful.
It's disrespectful to the animal kingdom.
It is. It is. And
how does the moose community feel?
Let me tell you something. If a dog takes a shit in the middle of the floor, I'm going to be irritated, but I'm going to clean it up. If you take a shit in the middle of the floor, I'm going to kick your ass.
If
you hear me?
Daniel,
like, not only is it a health hazard.
That's, again, a back to health, because then they'll sniff each other's fleas and ticks out of their fucking hair.
If y'all start licking each other's asses like dogs and sniffing each other's asses like dogs, you're going to get sick because you are not a dog. So we say all this to say, I'm perfectly fine with you all existing in this world and whatever it is that is getting you by, but be mindful of the communities that are actually fighting for preservation as human beings. The native indigenous community, Black people, trans people, etc., gay people. Y'all see where I'm going with this?
I just want people to, you're a people first.
If you really go fight for it. Let me tell you something. When we went to school in the 90s and they talked to us about how snow leopards were getting ready to be extinct. Okay? I've been hearing about the snow leopards for so long. Go join a movement and save all of the endangered animals. Join some habitats and figure out how you can contribute. And you want to run around on all fours as your hobby? I don't fucking care. But do not bastardize actual movements of people who are literally fighting to stay alive and be respected as human fucking beings. That's it.
And also, niggas look at you weird if you're eating out of a trough.
Well, the one child, I'm right with you. They said, just pretend you don't see it. And you know what? I'm with you. I'm with you there. I don't have no issue with that. I can absolutely pretend I don't see it. And actually, in order to honor you all, XD and I came up with a playlist of sorts for your listening pleasure. If you all want to go do these things in the woods, you can do it to some of these incredible jams written by genius, talented human beings. What's your first selection?
Let me go to it, because that made me mad.
And also, stay the fuck out of grown people's business, okay? This is not like, I don't see y'all going down to the juke joint to drink
my first one.
White Zinfandel.
I feel as though, as much as my vitriol towards the Therian community is rooted in whatever. I do, in true XD fashion, I had a thought. I was like, Therians had fun too, Jade. So my first
That's my playlist.
first song is Shake That Monkey by Too Short.
Oh my God. Get crunk with it. Get loose with it. Like Show said, let Bruce hit it. My cousin used to get her hair done next to Bruce when she lived in Atlanta. She's from Atlanta originally. And I remember we were like,
with a finger wave.
We were like 17. And I knew her hairdresser was like, that's a beautician, okay? That's a beautician.
Bring those back.
Bring back beauticians. And she called me one day and she said, girl, guess who goes to the same beautician as me? I said, who? She said, Bruce.
His waves were immaculate. Not gonna hold you.
It's funny how music sparks memories, because I hadn't thought of that probably since it happened. And also, remember I told you I used to have house parties and my dad DJ'd. Like I used to have parties, and I remember we had a party and my father played Shake That Monkey. And blow the whistle, and niggas lost it. And it was really a good time. And to go back and think about that in hindsight is absolutely fucking nuts.
Too Short and I share the same birthday. So forever, we're connected. It's me, Too Short, Jessica Alba, and Saddam Hussein. And Jay Leno.
Jessica Alba don't think she Mexican. Too Short loves white girls too. There's a theme here. And you are a rich white woman of color.
Yeah, I'm from California, so don't check that. So, who's on your list?
Oh, well, my very first song, classic, okay? And you all are very welcome for this, because I think this would be really fun to LARP in the woods, is George Clinton's Atomic Dog.
Nasty dogs.
Just watching the dog. Yes, I love Atomic Dog. It's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah. I no longer like that song anymore. And I'm going to tell you why.
Oh.
Nothing, because it is so funny because I just brought this shit up today. So this morning, I was talking to Chris about, he was listening to Ashley Simpson's album, the first album. And we were talking about early 2000s music. And so,
sorry,
we had it was a larger conversation about like VH1 mornings and what that gave in like 2004.
Oh my God,
whatever.
yes.
Yeah, and so we were talking about like, I used to go to the club and like business attire and shit because that was 2006.
Yeah.
And so I was on Facebook and I had showed him pictures of the time, and I was like, oh, look, fine. And so I was like, we're actually going to a party here. That particular party was a Q party at Yale.
Oh.
And that was the first time I had Q oil, which is their drink of choice. It's also where I met the wonderful late and great Aisha K. Faines, one of my dear friends who passed away a couple years ago. But yeah, they I don't remember much of that night, but I was like, oh, Q, Atomic Dog. But I remember that song playing and I was drinking.
You're not wrong, actually. I have definitely seen Q's stomp, whatever it is they call what they do. I've seen
the Q stomp.
The Q's, okay. Then I've seen them do that to this song as well. You're absolutely correct. But I don't put those two together.
Who don't look like they wash their butts. It's weird. Yeah.
I love George Clinton. What you got next on your list?
I don't agree with this shit at all. So my next is Throw It Off by Trill Lee.
Walk around the
club, fuck everybody. Can't see, can't walk, fuck everybody. Don't give a fuck everybody. Can't speak, can't talk.
Walk around the club, fuck everybody.
Walk around the club, fuck everybody.
I'm thrown off by this whole ordeal. Okay?
Uncle does not approve.
No, Uncle does not approve of your shenanigans.
I wasn't expecting that, Ilk. Mine are very specific, my songs, but I like the obscure.
Stories and lore for all of them.
Well, you all know I have an affinity for hip hop, but Houston culture is very special. I love the culture of different places. I love our culture here. I love Atlanta culture. I love Atlanta culture through the times, which I think we need to do an episode on because, oh yes, that's when we'll have joy. Okay, yes, but I love Miami bass culture. I love how deep Southern Florida is different than Miami. Miami's its own sect as well. Like I just love all of those different avenues of hip hop,
different sounds
and rap. And there is, we've also had many like the combination of singing and rapping together from different coasts. We've got Bone Thugs and Harmony. Shout out to the family. Crucial Conflict, Nate Dogg, etc. Sleepy Brown. There was a rest in peace. There was a man out of Houston named Big Mo. And Big Mo, the Bar Baby, had a song called Just a Dog. And when I tell you my boy is floating with his rapping, singing on that track, I love it so much. I will give you all the chorus, even though I know Abe's going to put in the clip. I was at the club one night. That's when I saw some right. She looked kinda throat to me. She looked kinda throat, yeah. She was all up in my grill. So I showed her my Big Daddy skills. I'm just a dog, don't blame me. Problematic, but the song is Just a Dog by Big Mo.
In my grill. So I showed her my Big Daddy skills. I'm just a dog, don't blame me. A dog, don't blame me.
Let's take a break.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with more. Hit it, Claude.
So many jams.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
It's brought upon by a kind of a bond with a specific animal. It could be either at a zoo or out in the wild. For most Therians, we have when we shift, which
And we're back. Therian Jams.
Therian Jams. You're welcome.
My next song is I'd imagine, a part of me feels like Therianism is an escape to avoid certain shit.
I think
and
most
there will
things
be a point,
at this time.
And there will be a point where they will be treated like the minorities that they are trying to avoid to be.
Oh.
So my next song is Tables Will Turn by Foxy Brown and Chum.
Oh my God.
This young guy. What's poppin'? Baby Sham, Fox Brown, when shopping.
Fox Brown, Baby Sham, King One More.
Oh, I love your playlist. It's amazing. It's amazing. Well, similarly, in the same energy, because being treated like the groups by these true marginalized groups means that there's going to have to be a certain fight in you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If this is what y'all are choosing to do, then you're gonna have to rally together. And I think an appropriate song, you know what I'm saying, when you're going into beast mode, no pun intended, is Eye of the Tiger by Survivor.
God, that's on here. I said that's their fight song.
Yeah. It's the Eye of the Tiger. It's the thrill of the fight. And if we're fighting, y'all better. I want talents coming out. Like, I need commitment. You know what I'm saying? I need commitment.
My next song. You know, this song represents a lot. It's great to listen to wherever it's a cautionary tale. It lets you know what's up. Because I don't know, if you meet a Therian, that may not be your nigga. So, "Baby Girl" by Cookie is the song, and when you can play it right now, and you can hear why I said that.
That's not your nigga, 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 that's not your nigga. You host him up, he ain't sharing pictures out at the club, you won't buy the liquor.
Yes, that is a jam. That is a jam.
Yeah, that's
a jam. It's not. It's not. It's not. Especially because if y'all really a part of the animal kingdom and somebody is a wolf and somebody's a raccoon, I'm just saying, do we like intermingle? How does that work?
Oh, I have another song for that.
Go ahead. Please go again.
Because I thought about this, right? Because I'm like, so what if, Danny identifies as, a
chameleon.
And Sarah identifies as a pony. What do we do?
Because they don't mate. There's rules to this animal shit.
Yes. And so I thought about it and I came up with a song that works best.
Okay.
Stevie Wonder's Jungle Fever.
Oh, his worst work. His worst work
to describe this situation.
Perfect, actually. I didn't think there would be a scenario where
Jungle Fever would be apropos.
Yeah,
I never thought that until today.
She's got jungle fever. He's got jungle fever. They got jungle fever. They're in love.
Here you go, black girl. Hey.
And see, we don't have wonies. There's no woni. You can't be a woni.
White.
You can't be a woni. You can't be a pulf.
Hazy. Gone. Black bear pony crazy. They got jungle fever. They're in love.
That's actually an extremely appropriate. That is probably the most appropriate perspective that I've seen of that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I do the work.
I don't have a whole spiel about this next song outside of the fact that me and my dad used to call it the throw up song. And that would be Genuine's Pony. Also sounds like a bullfrog if we're staying on theme. So Genuine's Pony, I think, is appropriate for this list. You all are welcome.
It is. Speaking of bullfrogs, my next song is Jeremy Was a Bullfrog.
What the fuck?
Jeremiah was a bullfrog, was a good friend of mine. I never understood a single word he said, but I helped him drink his wine.
Very good.
Now to the people about the deep blue sea, joy for you and me.
Yeah.
It's a classic feel-good honky tune, you know what I mean?
Speaking of
joy to the world.
In the same vein, and also, you know, playing off of some of your earlier selections, my next selection is also performed impeccably by LaToya when we went on our cruise. Welcome to the jungle and you every day. Guns N' Roses.
Yes.
Jungle, welcome to the jungle. Won't you come in?
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything you want. How do we know the names? We are the people that can find whatever you may need. If you got the money, honey, we got you.
Shut up.
Guns N' Roses. Welcome to the jungle.
I've been listening to New York Groove from Kiss. Great song. My next song, My Lovin', You're Never Gonna Get It by En Vogue. Title's right there.
Because XD will never
gonna get it.
Be on board with this shit.
Never ever gonna get it.
Not this time.
No. Not when niggas are dying in the street
His
for humanity,
acceptance.
for just to be accepted, just to walk around and be free. You want to just leave and give up shit to be a fucking goat. Fuck you. Like, no. I don't need you.
Well, you
never
know,
gonna get it.
I'm like, if you're gonna choose to be this way, I'd just like to give you all a little healthy advice via the next song. You know, you've chosen not to be humans, and humans use compasses when they go on excursions. You know, since the beginning of time, to figure out how to get around. Maybe not the beginning of time, but you know what the fuck I mean. Animals don't have to do that, because they got natural senses and things that tell them when they need to fly in the shape of a V or run in this direction because some shit is afoot.
What are you gonna do, Owl? You're
like,
gonna wait for your fucking phone to tell you when to move.
Your nose and your senses don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? And when y'all are out there LARPing and you get too caught up in, in what you're doing, I need you to listen to Beyonce's Find Your Way Back.
You said find your way back. Big, big world, but you got it, baby. Find your way back. Don't let this life drive you crazy. Find your way back. Come for the street lights on. Find your way back. Find your way back.
Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you are not getting ready to survive off of grass and river water.
Winnie the Pooh didn't have Medicaid, but you do.
Exactly. So,
Tigger didn't have ACA. You have Obamacare.
Yeah. Food stamp. Eeyore was sad because he could not get food stamps, and you might not be able to either because this government is cutting all that funding. But
you have the ability to
walk your
or
two
there's the
legs to
propensity
the supermarket and purchase some ground beef.
My next song is because I thought about like, okay, well, if y'all gonna be apart, then I'm sure y'all gonna have special needs folks. You know, there's gonna be some folks on the spectrum, because if we gonna call it out, then everybody's got to be, we're gonna have it all. So I thought about an animal who had a hell of a story. They're a special needs child or animal, and they overcame a lot, only to become taken over by a slaver. Kind of think about it. But Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other
Special needs child. And then
Was he
when they
special
needed
needs
him,
or was he?
he came through.
How was he special needs?
He didn't have. Who else had a red nose?
Why does that make?
He was special.
But
he had needs. He had special
no,
needs.
that's not. I think the nose.
Or excuse me, he was treated differently.
There we go.
He had some sort of handicap, right? Because they all looked at him. We don't necessarily
Rudolph
think of
the
it as a
red-nosed
handicap.
reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever
Shiny
saw
nose.
all of the other reindeers used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor
exactly.
Rudolph join in any reindeer games. No, they don't say nothing about this nigga's abilities. He had red hair. Well, I don't know, like he had freckles, nigga, in a gap. I don't know.
Either way, he was different. He was different. He was subjugated, and then he said, "I'll show you." And he wasn't even taken over by a slaver. He had to prove he wanted to get white acceptance. He wanted to get human acceptance. Again, human acceptance here.
No.
Person acceptance. In this whole thing. What's at the center of this? Human. It's the worst episode ever. So I'm never letting this go.
You're not. But my next election is actually, I just talked about the way that birds have to band together, to get to where they need to go. And birds, you want to talk about some frightening, but yet in tune motherfuckers?
Yes. I have a story, actually.
Tell me, and then I'll tell you my selection.
So it's real quick. I've been watching the greatest reality TV show on television. It's been on since 2005 called Deadliest Catch. We'll talk about it one day.
Okay.
But in one of the clips, it's about crab shipping boats out in Alaska. So one of these shipping boats, they got attacked by seagulls, like in the middle of the ocean, in the middle of the Bering Sea. And so it's like swaths of seagulls. Like I've never seen this many. And the problem is they get on the boat and it's cold. And so they get confused because it's also dark. And so, and they have this one light on the boat. So they think that's the sun. So they're just flying into shit because, birds aren't always that brave.
Yeah.
So it was just so interesting how, to your point, how they all fly in formation. They clearly follow the patterns of food, which you, Chelsea, are not.
They know when to leave in bad weather. Like they know before we know all of those things.
Exactly. You don't have that in tune, Timothy.
If you get on the wing of a plane, you will crush.
You will die from pressure, from air pressure.
Yeah, you will crush through the inside. And my next selection is Mariah Carey's "Fly Like a Bird," because even though she tells you that's what you need to do, she don't mean that literally.
So erase all my burdens and let me be free to fly like a bird, take to the sky. I need you now, Lord. Carry me high. Don't let the world break me tonight. I need the strength.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, that is my favorite gospel song. Truth be told, also, it's my favorite. God,
Mariah,
keep your head up. Fly Like a Bird. That's one of her best. She really fucking did that.
Yeah, she did. I'm gonna cut that off. When
that's my jam.
My next song, because I think you all are smoking dick. White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane.
I almost put that on my list.
About drugs.
Yeah, it is.
And I think all of you were on.
There's a reason. Well, not maybe if they in the, 4th grade, 7th grade.
Somebody in the pool was.
That I agree with.
Somebody was drinking a potion that made them larger and made them small.
I just don't need
Okay.
Timmy and his bangs standing outside my building talking about, now what the fuck you had to say about Therians? I'm like, listen here, nigga. I told you exist in this
They're
world.
called
Just
animal
mind your
control.
business. I do keep a bear spray because you can use that across the board. So
Oh yeah.
play with your anyway. My next selection, the title itself explains everything about this entire theme in general. It's Elton John's Honky Cat.
They said, get back, honky cat, better get back to the woods. Well, I quit those days and my redneck ways, and
I don't think that needs any explanation.
No. My next song, you know, if you're gonna be one, fine then, but you're gonna participate in capitalism just like the rest of us motherfuckers.
Because you have to. Because you have to eat.
Exactly. Whiskers ain't gonna pay for it itself, bitch. Okay. So
nobody
Hustle
is
That
putting
Cat
a
by
nigga
RuPaul
feeder in their
is
backyard
my
for
new
you.
song.
Like,
yes. So Hustle That Cat by RuPaul is my song because you better hustle that cat.
Yeah.
You say you wanna win it, I wanna see you sweat, put your whole kitty in it. You say you wanna win it, I wanna see you hustle. You say you wanna win it, I wanna see you sweat, put your whole kitty in it. You say you wanna win it, I wanna
Yeah.
Work, mama.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
be an aphid, be a fucking donkey, be a wood nymph, whatever the fuck. But as long as
you an IT
you
specialist
don't
by
get
day.
acceptance, okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Better get this Google certification.
Or for those
and
who
you
are
can go
inappropriately in our
wag your
comment
tail.
section, go do your fucking homework because you still got to do that at the end of the day. You don't get a pass because your phalanges, you can't write because you have a paw.
Right. I don't give a fuck. Them animals talked in goddamn Wicked. They were professors and shit. So you can be too. Read a book, goddamn it.
Arthur was about all animals, and they lived and existed.
Mr. Ratburn was a queer teacher.
He was
married and what educated.
Yep.
What are you up here talking to us, wasting your balls on fucking YouTube, talking about accept us? Go read.
And not lore. Stop reading lore. I too am PMSing.
I'm a little prickly.
It's okay.
I'm feeling a bit peevish as
you know, there may be those who think that they want to be Therians, but they don't know. They don't know exactly, you know, what they want to be yet or who they are. Ben is coming back for a hot second because this is one of Ben's favorite jams. And while I hate the title of the group, it is actually one of my jams, and you all are welcome. That's for the Therians, this whole episode. It will be America's Horse with No Name.
I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name because there ain't no one for to give you no pain.
I've been through the desert with a horse with no name. I've seen on the rain. Also featured on Friends.
La 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 la.
That's where I learned that song.
Really?
From the episode of Friends. Yeah.
That's how you sound. I love it. That's my jam. That's a good song. That's one for you all to put on your playlist.
Yeah. So I thought about like, okay, well, they gotta die, right? Not meaning they have to die, but I mean like in the sense of like, well, what happens when they have a homegoing service for they fallen animal or whatever, animal nigger or whatever, I don't know. So I thought about the one song that made the most sense. Ben by Michael Jackson.
The two of us need look no more.
The two of us need look no more.
We both found.
Both found each other we're looking for.
That's actually, I can't believe I didn't.
He sang the shit out that damn
He
song.
really did.
About that little mouse.
That boy got in that studio and sang his heart out for a fucking rat. Who produced that? Was that Barry Gordy? Who did that?
Probably.
What if he actually never wanted to sing that song?
And Joe made him get in that.
Joe made him, you better sing it and sing about that damn rat. You let that rat live in my house. I kept trying to kill that rat. You gonna sing about this fucking rat.
Okay. Hey, Randy, take that fucking jacket off. Like something.
It's funny because I also have a Jackson 5 song on here, but I didn't think about Ben, even though that's blaring. But I think this is, as we were talking about, nobody wants to be an aphid. Y'all niggas, nobody said that they were, a hummingbird. Nobody. My next song is Rockin' Robin by the Jackson 5. Tweedledee.
Yes.
Tweedledee. What does that mean? Translate it for me.
Yes. I don't know. I have like a couple more.
Same.
You got to talk about the old divas. You got to give honor and reverence to, the Therians that came before you.
Who's the Marsha P. Johnson of Therianism? Robin Williams.
Maybe. Whoever used to perform Cats on Broadway.
Jennifer Hudson.
But you want to give reverence and honor to the old ones. So, Old King by Neil Young.
King went running after deer, wasn't scared of jumping off the truck in high gear. King went a sniffing and he would go, was the best old hound dog I ever did know. I had a dog in his name.
The song is actually about his dog.
Oh no. Damn, I feel bad. Yeah. His dog.
Yeah.
His actual
his real dog.
Four-legged dog.
Yes, what's the genus name? What's the genus name for dogs? Dogs.
Canine?
Dog, kingdom, phylum, class, order. That's what it is.
Is it canine?
Animalia, chordata, mammalia, carnivora. That is their kingdom, phylum, class, and order name for dogs.
Okay. Okay. Never knew that. Well, what the fuck is a canine?
Well, I think that's another in the further end of the thing.
Okay.
Because it's kingdom, phylum, order, class, whatever. I forgot. It's been so long.
Canine.
Whereas humans are Animalia, chordata, mammalia, primates. Which we knew that. Nobody says they're a monkey either. Have you noticed that? Nobody says they're a chimpanzee. Shout out to Dr. Jane Goodall. No one said, hey.
Because they said, ooh, we're not touching that. That's tricky. That's tricky.
Yeah.
We better not be no damn monkey. You know what else nobody is or has identified as that I've seen thus far? Whoop, whoop, chicken. Whoop, whoop, chicken. Boy, please. Whatever. My next selection, chicken head. Because I've never seen anybody identify as a chicken.
Chicken heads. Chicken heads. Chicken heads. Chicken heads. Chicken
heads. They've also, no, they have not. They have not. You should never feed this to animals, honestly. So this is a warning song for you if you practice Therianism and if you want to go by the ways of the animal world. Unless if you're a bird and you identify as one, you know, I can't, you know, whatever you want to identify, it's fine, whatever. But you should be aware of this if you identify as something else. But it's DJ Chipman, Peanut Butter Jelly Time. Should not feed dogs peanut butter. Like you should.
No, you can't. Dogs can eat peanut butter. They can't eat chocolate.
Well, there's a bunch of shit that can't eat peanuts or whatever. So, you know, and you shouldn't feed them jelly either. So,
which
whatever.
Animals
Peanut butter jelly time.
Can't eat peanut butter. Yeah, most dog treats, especially like homemade ones, include cats due to their inability to process the high fat protein content.
There you go. So everybody want to be meow, meow, meow.
Obligate carnivores is what they are. Cats. Cats cannot eat peanut butter. I can see why they don't want to either. I can't see Trill get body on peanut butter.
No, I don't see that for her either.
Now what she does like, and I have to, like if I accidentally, like while I'm cooking, I spill a little teeny pat of butter. Like this nigga don't eat no table food. I don't have to worry about any of that. But you drop a tiny pat of butter and all you will hear that nigga loves butter. And I was like, you're my child. It's just what it is.
right.
You're my child.
Butter.
Yeah, I have like two more. Maybe three.
Okay.
Well, you talked about the OG, one of the OG pioneers of Therianism, and we can't quite call who that is, but I think one of them might be Doja Cat, and her song is "Bitch, I'm a Cow," straight like that.
Moo moo moo.
Yeah. Moo.
Yeah, bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. I'm not a cat. I don't say meow. Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. I go moo. Moo.
I actually like that song. I thought it was very stupid.
I'm gonna be honest with
to
you.
be,
I understand it's a joke about, you know, feet and racist chats. I really feel like we don't really know all the ins and outs of what that actually is. But that lady is talented and entertaining. She was made for the stage.
She is quite entertaining. I don't engage with her content all the time, but
no,
I've never had like, oh, this is a bad Doja song. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not like.
She also when I see her, like when I used to run across her little clips, they were funny. And then I saw her recently on I forget whose talk show, and she did a theater jazzy rendition of "Bitch, I Said What I Said," and she
was on Fallon.
Fallon, there you go. And so you know, I don't really have no beef with that lady. I don't really know her for real like that, so to be having no beef with her like that.
Same.
And "Bitch, I'm a Cow" seems VV appropriate for this playlist.
My second to last song is you know, he if you're gonna be a part of an alternative lifestyle, then you're gonna have to do the grunt work like every other body who has had to do that. So you're gonna have to be on the down low too. Just like this man who should be, you know, put in a closet somewhere. But Brian McKnight's on the down low.
Oh, I didn't know where that was going.
She said, yeah, keep it on the down low.
That horse face ass nigga appropriately for this playlist. Very good. Because you know I have a personal
down with Brian McKnight.
Down with Brian McKnight. Boycott Brian McKnight.
He has he once had good songs until he became an insufferable human being, and so now, any play of his music is a complete cosign to the devil.
Yeah,
Not
I agree.
derogatory.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
spooky music. Spooky music.
Yeah. Which we shouldn't use spooky. I've learned we shouldn't use the term spooky anymore.
Oh, it's racist, huh?
Again. However,
you see,
I want to know where this came from. You want to see where this came from because
listen,
who had blue hair, who lives in Brooklyn, who came up with this
spooky?
It could be a thing.
Etymology.
It could be racist. A lot of shit is rooted in racism, but also I feel like what blue-haired person?
Wait, now hold on.
In Bushwick came up with this.
The adjective spooky is a relatively recent development from the noun spook, which entered English around the turn of the 19th century from the Dutch word for an apparition or specter. The term gained widespread use in the 20th century, particularly with the rise of Halloween as a holiday associated with the supernatural. The word spook itself comes from the Dutch word for a ghost or specter. So
I don't see how.
And then somebody else took it, and then because spook, we know, it is racist.
Like,
but
yes,
when used in a particular,
that's like
way.
saying gator bait is racist. It's like it's a racist term when you use it as a racist term, but gator bait is gator bait. Like, you know what I mean?
Also, you stick some pork roast at the end of a fishing pole.
It's gator bait.
But also, they've also turned. We also we've also
we have double meanings of things. Like, America's so fucking racist that they have turned like regular terms, like, flip the chicken is like calling me a nigger or something. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Or the buck shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit is racist.
Yeah.
Yes, they have turned shit racist.
Pick a nigger.
Yeah.
Like, God damn.
Some words do come from some racist etymology, and some words they just made racist.
Yeah, that's so crazy. Like, I'm just gonna sit around and make this term racist because I hate niggas that much.
Yeah, no, spook definitely comes from ghosts. Now I'm curious how that was turned into. Unless y'all are trying to say you can. Never mind. I just figured it out.
Yep.
All right. My second to last song. Speaks for itself as well. Friend to the show, in my mind. 2 Chainz. I'm different.
I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling.
That's real. My very last song. There's so many because I have a long list.
Yeah,
here.
same.
But I'm gonna leave on a note that that works well. Here. Sometimes, if you come across a Therian, you just gotta just be calm. And just be careful. And if something goes left, hit him with the heat. Hit him with the heat by Missy Elliott and Lil' Kim.
Yeah.
It's the Q to the B to the double E, spitting lovely, and it don't stop. Rock shine through my tank top. When your bank stop, I deposit all in one drop. Think not, excuse me, but I like
the Can't Hardly Wait soundtrack version, not the album version, which happens to be the video version. I want to be very clear about that.
Hit him with the.
Hit him with the heart.
Just for you and me. Very good. Very good. My last one for today. It goes back to what you were saying, like, what happens if they, they lose one of their fallen soldiers, you know what I'm saying? How do they honor them? I don't know if clearly y'all are too big for a shoebox. And truth be told, I would imagine somebody's family would run up on you if they found you all trying to bury, your nigga in the backyard or whatever the case is. But I think an appropriate song to play is When Doves Cry by Prince.
Two old maybe you're just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when doves cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Mm-hmm. So
this will probably be the truest episode that gets us canceled, if not me. But I didn't say y'all need to die or anything. I just needed y'all to get a fucking clue and grip.
Bitch, I said what I said.
Right. Yes. Yes. Doja all day. Until next time, friends, listen to us, tell friends, share this episode. If you have a Therian.
No, you don't. Not if you listen to this, you don't.
You don't. Yeah, you don't.
You don't.
And if you are a Therian who's watching this, looking for a response, whatever.
How come none of y'all identify as an owl? All right, it's time to go.
Yep. Bye, y'all.
He has removed